Hello everyone, once again I am back. I just finished my muffin. This is about the civil rights movement, the Green Book. It's about 50 Shades of Green. Thank you for watching. Did you actually fall for that? No, you didn't, but you must have. So I'm actually going to tell you what the Green Book is actually. Green Book was actually for black people during the segregation time. Was published from 1936 to 1967. It was created by Victor Hugo Green. Victor Hugo was born November 9th, 1892 and died October 16th, 1960. It's okay. Not everyone's supposed to live forever. Born and lived in New York, but mostly lived in Harlem, but born in Manhattan. The Green Book was also known as the Negro Motorist Green Book, the Negro Traveler's Green Book, and the Traveler's Green Book. There was so many editions because first edition was only in New York. Tell what places pretty much was for business, diners, and all that. And of course, then people was like, yo, you need to make more of all the states if you can. And more, and so he decided to research travel and put in more. The book pretty much made it easier, safer, and comfortable for black travelers. But when more editions came, he started adding in hotels, restaurants, gas stations, and something called sundown towns. And let's just say those towns are, if you're black and you go to those towns in the dark, you're probably gonna wake up in jail. Just gonna say that. You're wondering what sundown town is? There's parts in the south actually where it's just only white people. Black people can come through the day, but there was a sign that actually said, "Colored people, you must leave the town by sundown." Well, newspaper articles started calling those towns sundown towns. Well, towns also got named as sunset towns or gray towns. And yeah, there was pretty much like zero black people lived there, even like zero. Like there was probably negative infinity black people living there. That's how bad it was of no black people. Victor Hugo Green was actually drafted in the army during World War I, actually, so he's a vet. And when he created the book and more editions, he said, "There will be a day sometime in the near future when the guide will not have to be published. That is when we as a race will have equal rights and privileges in the United States." Well, due to a lot of documentaries, not a lot of documentaries, but quite a few documentaries about the Green Book, and this is how I got introduced to it. And there was even a movie called The Green Book, and these are actually based on real people and events. A guy named Frank Tony Lip, but it goes by the name mostly of Tony. He's a Italian American who is white, was driving Dr. Don Shirley, who was black. Tony Lip pretty much was actually racist, unlike his wife. He saw an application to drive this doctor around for about like 6 months, up until Christmas. And well, when he went to do the interview, he kind of found out Dr. Shirley was like rich, but he was black, and he got really confused. And he said, "Yeah, I'm a pianist." Man, was he wrong. He was actually a pianist. He played the piano, and man, I wish I could have saw him perform in real life. I really wish. I really love to see how he would have done. Well, Tony was pretty much selfish. During the trip, actually, he actually got to know Dr. Shirley, and actually kind of realized, you know what, black people are kind of like us, actually. Man, I'm kind of a jerk for that. And well, one time actually, Tony and Dr. Shirley actually went to a town that Dr. Shirley should not be in. When it's dark out, they went to jail actually for seeing the call from a president came by. John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy's wife. They said, release them now, or I'm gonna be coming down there with some of my men to let them out myself. And it's like, okay, we will. And that's practically the first time actually a black person got let out of jail. I gotta say, that's pretty much a get out of jail free card, pretty much. And then the last show, and this was pretty much gonna be the Christmas Eve show, you gotta say. Well, they got there. Dr. Shirley's like, can I go to my dressing room, please, and start getting ready? I'm like, sure. They led him to I'm not gonna say it's more like a janitor's closet. Like, there were shelves of like cleaning supplies. There was a mirror, fuel lights, a sink, and a coat rack for him to hang his thing up. And the room was like not even that big. It was probably able to fit 2 people, and that's it. And when he went to go eat, they're like, oh, we'll just bring your food out to you. Said, don't worry. And it's like, I want to eat with my band members. I want to eat with my friends. Well, they're like, we cannot allow that, sir. We'll give you a menu. You can tell us what you want. Tony kind of blew up, nearly punched the guy, but then Dr. Shirley's like, know what? They don't want to give me the time and day to let me eat with them for one time. We're just going to go somewhere else. And they actually left, no performance, and even left his band/friends behind. Let's just say, in the end, Tony and Dr. Shirley actually became really close friends till they died, really. That's life. The rights movement, during that whole time period until 1968. I was about to say 63, but oh, excuse me. And even though this book was really not much part of like starting the Great Rebellion, really, but it actually helped black people feel safe when they're actually traveling instead of driving. They don't know if they're in a sundown town next to you, they get pulled over, and the 5-year-old go, where are we going, mommy? Where are we going?